Welcome everybody back. As you can hear, my voice is really jacked up. I have a cold. My cold is progressing in its severity, but I will finish this game for you guys. God damn it. I know I already did, but I did not get a satisfactory ending. That was actually the bad ending. Now you're wondering why I'm here in this particular spot on the game. It's because I want to show you guys exactly where I screwed up. Now, every time you go up to these little shadow figures, they're going to ask you a question. The question is going to be a self-reflecting question. Now, if you choose to take an answer that's not one that will help you expand who you are as an individual, you will actually get a response of ... which is not the right answer. So in this case, what do you fear most? And that's losing herself. If she loses herself, she doesn't know who she is. This actually goes right into my speech at the end of the last episode, explaining why it is so important to keep going forward. If you fall into the pit of why me, what did I do, what can I do to make it better, to be honest, it's the past. That's where this comes from. This is the past. You can't make the past better because it is the past. You can only make the future better, which is why all the answers that you're going to give on this are going to be, what can I do to make my life better? Now then, in the last episode, I had every answer correct except one, and that is this question right here. This question right here messed with me because I wasn't sure exactly what would be a positive thing to do, at least for her. In this case, she has the world of hers collapsing around her, and she can sit there and just take it, or she can make a difference and escape it. And I chose grim acceptance, which was the wrong answer. The actual answer is to escape. So I didn't get a ... And you want her to say you or me. And here's number 3 of the series of 4. Now this one I did answer correctly. Now you have to remember in this one what the teacher was trying to get you to actually do, and that was to take hold of your destiny. Alright, and this is the last question of the game. Now this is a really deep question because it's a matter of how you're going to change yourself. You can either accept the fact that, in this case, she's pretty much given up everyone that's around her just because she was a little jealous, she was a little upset, she was angry, and see, now this is the last question in the game, and this is a very important question because this one relies on what are you going to do about what you've done. Now then, she can sit there and quietly accept it, or calm indifference, which means she don't care. But the thing is, in this, she does care. She does feel bad about it, which is why she's so emotionally attached to the situation, which is why you as the gamer are so emotionally attached to the situation when you pick the wrong thing. You can't fix it, what you've done in the past, but you want to try to make it better in the future. So this is your suggestion. Right now, so if we did everything right, this ending should be quite different. Now then, I didn't look up to see how the ending was done. I just looked up to see if there was a good ending, and I saw a whole bunch of people typing good ending. So I am assuming that my theory is right, and I'm hoping that it's right. This is different. From the white deer to my white daffodil, fate holds us apart, so let's meet again in another life to our freedom. There we go. This is a lot different, guys. Open the door. Cheng Minghui, you are suspected of spreading anti-government propaganda, smuggling banned books, and organizing illegal gatherings. The court has already obtained the necessary evidence. We now arrest you on the grounds of rebellious activities. Do not resist on a pain of death. Looks like it will be difficult to escape this time. Fine. Take my head so that I may join my brothers and sisters in death. Why? Aren't people born to live freely? To think openly, to speak their minds without restriction or fear? Freedom of belief, love, and self-realization? Being with you was a happiness of the simplest and purest kind. I couldn't help but think. When could we be hand in hand, living an untroubled life? But in the end, this is only a fool's dream. I too am vain, like the daffodils, fixated on my grandiosely. The world is not ready for the likes of us. Daffodils died by a river of crimson blood, decaying rust-like into the void. That was the first time we heard her talk. That was really emotional music, I'm sorry. Oh, where'd this guy? Who I think I know who it is. Construction signboard. Evidence of vandalism alongside many signs to protest. Metal lodging for laborers. Alas, to be demolished, all to be demolished. It's the old lady, barred from the heavens and hampered from the underworld. Alone and wandering forever she goes. Pitiful. Well, that's it. Huh. We got a book. The large banyan tree has been cut down. The weathered storm of the generations, yet it fell under the sharp edge of human desire. Amnesty certificate. A certificate of amnesty. Name Wei Chong Ting. Type pardon. Amnesty. Crime declared invalid. Though I would rot in jail, I didn't expect to live past martial law. People say I am a victim of politics. My crime was written off, but my youth is long past. Something lost can never be regained. Letters from home. A yellowed letter. My son, Chong Ting. Even though I witness sickness and death on a daily basis, this still fills my heart with grief. Your mother's disease was utterly untreatable. I can only hope she died without worry, without pain. A person's body can be physically locked up, but your mind is always free to go where it pleases. Father hopes you can still get some peace of mind in this situation. Stay warm. Stay safe. Your father, Jia Zin. Eventually, Mother still passed away. Father didn't take it well and had to take a break from his clinic work. His written words were spirited and calming. They supported me during my darkest days. Written verdict from the court. A torn piece of verdict. We read those. 15 years of my life were taken away by a piece of paper. I can still clearly remember when the military police came knocking and carried me off in front of my mother. Little did I know, that was the last time I would see her face. After being released from jail, I haven't had any contact with Miss Yin. I couldn't believe it at first, but I heard she had passed away abroad due to lung cancer. Like with my mother, only after seeing her ashes with my own eyes was I able to realize I had lost a familiar part of my heart forever. It doesn't matter what I was feeling back then, only pain and sadness remain. So this is Wei. This is what which is exactly who I thought it was. Time it rots everything away. Even I cannot hide from it. It's actually a really lovely way to show, like, credits. I'm sorry, give me 1 second to, like, appreciate the beauty of this. And what happens? Someone throws a dick butt in the middle of this shit. I'm just saying, come on. This was such a beautiful thing. We got dick butt right here. Okay. We're gonna go back to serious mode. There's another one. This is his classroom. So in the end, after all that last piece of visual was him forgiving her. This is actually still a really sweet story. And I appreciate that I was able to play it for you guys. This is really good. I really liked it. I always look like a blubbering idiot right now, but no, I really enjoyed this, and I really love Sweet Tales, and that was very beautiful. I know I said this in the last episode, but I guarantee that if you were to buy this, you would not be disappointed. I was quite happy with what I was able to play. I was quite happy with the game. The game was actually very good. Both endings were very moving in different ways. One touched base on depression, the other one touched base on acceptance and forgiveness, and the way it was conveyed was absolutely amazing, absolutely beautiful, and I loved every moment of it. Again, guys, if you haven't already, please go out and play this game. It is something to enjoy, and it's something to love, because it's definitely, so far of 2017, my top game that I've played, and I love it. But I thank you guys very much for watching. If you want to see me play more games like this, go ahead and leave a suggestion in the comment section below. If you like the video, go ahead and hit that like button. If you're new here, go ahead and smash that subscriber button as hard as you can. But I thank you guys very much for watching. I thank you very much for following along. That has been Detention. And as usual and as always, my friends, stay frosty and game on.